In ancient times, the Empire joined forces with the dragons in the war against the necromancers, and the undead. A sacred bond was forged between dragons and a few chosen pure of heart, having finally won against their common enemy. The new emperor grew so jealous of their power that he led his army to capture the dragons and persecute those blessed by their power. Years passed and Master Lan met with a buyer interested in smuggled dragon part. While everyone else was busy during the transaction, an old man sneaked inside a building to leave behind a baby for the smugglers as soon as the buyer left Lan, and the others were surprised to find a baby inside, which they decided to take back with them on their long way back to town. The baby kept crying that Master Lan left the baby in the care of his old servant, Lama, who raised her like one of her own. Meanwhile, the buyer Diao returns to a decrepit home in a rundown village where his ailing mother waits for his return. He went through all that trouble of buying dragon parts, hoping it would cure his mother's sickness, but she claims she is already beyond saving. Several years later, Ping grew up to be quite an energetic kid who served Master Lan alongside her foster mother, Laoma. Laoma asks Ping to feed the chickens and collect eggs for their master while she prepares the food basket for their honored guests, despite her old age. Laoma carries the heavy food basket on her back for her master's insistence when she trips. Master Lan grows furious and is about to whip her as punishment when Ping interrupts and insists on doing it in her stead. Surprisingly, Ping managed to carry the basket, despite her small size, all the way up to the temple. As Master Lan was about to throw the food into the holding cell, Ping discovered that her pet Hua Hua was inside the basket. She tried to save him, but was already too late as her master dumped it all inside the holding cell, worried about what would happen to Hua. Hua Ping hid inside the basket when Master Lan and the others left the temple. Once they left, she quickly grabbed some rope and rappelled down. But the rope was too short, so she had to let go and fell into a puddle of leftover food. She quickly found her pet rat, but realized a monstrous presence in the background. It slowly approached her, revealing itself as one of the extinct dragons. She was so scared that her body couldn't stop shaking. Another dragon emerges from the shadows, carrying a dragon egg in its mouth. Suddenly, a blue aura wrapped around her arm, where she accidentally cut herself to, which it miraculously healed by itself. Ping quickly felt comfortable around them when she suddenly started to worry about Lama looking for her. With the dragon's help, she made it back to the surface later. Ping dreams of Lu, the female dragon, and meets Kai, the dragon egg. She was shown a vision of Kai immersed in water, which is said to be the only thing that can dissolve a dragon egg's hard shell. Lu then reveals that everything that happened was planned, even Ping ending up in service with Master Lan. She tells her that only she can help them, places her remaining life essence in Ping's pendant. She later wakes up with the shaking of the ground, to which LMA claims the presence of the Dragonstone only meant that one of the dragons had died. Ping witnesses Master Lan and his servants drag poor Lu's body into the open and horrifyingly chopped up into parts to sell. The next day, the Imperial Guards arrive after learning of the dragon's death. They see in a giant wheeled cage, intent on returning the remaining dragon to the castle. Lama asks Ping to serve their guests, who happen to be Diao, one of the Emperor's retainers. He quickly recognizes Ping's unusual service and suspects her to be keeping a secret. He forces her to inadvertently use her powers when he threatens to pour hot water on poor Hua Hua. She suddenly casts blue energy from her hands to save her pet rat, revealing herself as one of the last dragon keepers, having realized that Di plans to use Ping to convince the last Imperial dragon, Long Danzi, to cooperate. He tricked Danzi into revealing that he cared for Ping. When Daiwa tried to hurt her in front of his cell, the next day Captain Quan leads the soldiers into forcing Danzi into the cage. Reinforced by iron known to block off the dragon's magic dye, proved that he would hurt Ping should Danzi try to resist. Ping gets angry and screams. Her power shakes the whole palace and throws away Diao. The dragon immediately jumps on the walls and tries to reach Ping. The soldiers keep pulling him down, but Long Danzi succeeds in giving the egg to Ping. She puts it in her bag and starts running away. The soldiers start following her, and she reaches the edge. Diao has enslaved insects and orders a bug to bite Ping. She starts to feel dizzy and falls on her knees. Diao uses this chance to catch Ping and steal the egg. Long Dancy breaks the chain and rushes to save Ping, but Diao threatens to kill the girl. He throws down both Ping and the egg, but the dragon saves Ping. Afterward, it turns back to get the egg, but the captain shoots an arrow that damages the dragon's wings. Long Danzi escapes with Ping, while the egg is stolen by Diao. He asks the captain to go after the dragon, but the captain wants the egg to forward it to the emperor. An egg has more power than the body parts of a dragon. After getting the egg, the army heads back to the kingdom, while Long Danzi has taken Ping to a safe place. The dragons can't talk, but the keepers have the power to hear them in their minds. Ping wants to go back to look after Lao Ma, but Long Danzi says she doesn't have to be a servant anymore. Moreover, she has to save Kai, and there's not much time left. Long Danzi and Ping head to the kingdom, but Ping keeps asking questions. The dragon briefly explains that the blue light around Ping is called Qi, a spiritual energy that exists in every living being. Only the chosen ones like Ping can control their Qi. However, she still needs to learn how to use her energy. Saying this, the dragon points towards a shortcut. It's an old bridge that starts breaking as Ping steps on it. She gets angry and starts arguing with Long Danzi for putting her life in danger. Suddenly, the bridge breaks into pieces and Ping hangs on a rope. She asks the dragon to help her, but he only tells her to stay calm and focus. Ping unconsciously uses her Qi to make the rope stronger, and she climbs out of the danger. After looking around, she notices that there was a safe path to cross the mountains, but the dragon had intentionally chosen the difficult one so Ping can learn to save herself. She keeps arguing with Long Danzi as they continue on their way. As night sets in, they stop to rest, and Ping sews the dragon wings so he can fly again. She wants to ask more questions, but Long Danzi says she must find the answers by herself. The next morning, Diao and the captain reach the kingdom and give the egg to the emperor. He gets cured and asks Diao what reward he wants in return. Diao requests a chance to study the egg and learn about immortality, but the emperor says seeking immortality means getting against the gods. Instead of giving him any reward, the emperor asks Diao to take some rest and play with his insects. Diao gets really angry and returns home to make a new plan. He asks Wang Chao about the progress of their latest experiment because it will help Diao take his revenge against the greedy emperor. He just needs to get the dragon egg and his plan will work smoothly. Diao starts thinking about how to get the egg, but he suddenly notices that Wang Chao's necklace is glowing. He's also a dragon keeper but lost his powers long ago. Since then, Diao has been taking care of him, and now it's time to return the favor. Long Danzi and Ping have reached near the kingdom, but it is well guarded, so they need a strong plan. Before getting there, the dragon takes Ping to a secret place called the Wuqing. It holds the memories of the war against the necromancers, which the humans and dragons fought together. The Dragon King was badly injured in this fight, so he was carried across the ocean to the Water of Life. It can cure all the injuries. After that war, Wuqing was forgotten, but it is still connected to the underground of the Imperial Palace. The entrance is sealed, so Long Danzi gets ready to break it, but Wang Chao arrives there to stop him. The dragons can't enter Wuqing, so Wang Chao and Ping have to carry out this task. They will steal the egg while Long Danzi will distract the kingdom. Ping gets really happy to meet Wang Chao and requests him to teach more about Qi. He advises Ping to stop forcing her powers and let them flow naturally. After a while, they reach the basement of the Imperial Palace. Wang Chao is going to wait here while Ping gets the egg. Long Danzi reaches the palace from the front gate and uses his Qi to flood the kingdom. The soldiers get discouraged and ask the captain to send more forces. The captain wants to take the emperor to save the place, but the emperor prefers to stay with the egg. Once the soldiers leave, Ping defeats the remaining guards and steals the egg. She puts it in her basket and climbs to the roof. Ping shows the glowing basket to the soldiers and leaves it on the roof. The soldiers rush to get it, but it turns out to be a bag of fireflies. Meanwhile, the real egg is still with Ping. She hides in the prince room for a while and then continues on her way. The prince throws an ink pad on her feet that creates visible footprints. Ping doesn't notice the footprints and rushes back to Wuqing. Wang Chao regrets what he did, and he decides to stop Ping, but she runs inside so quickly that Wang Chao fails to catch her. She reaches where Diao is waiting and understands the whole plan. Diao uses poisonous spiders to kill Ping and takes away the egg. Thankfully, Wang Chao secretly gives some antidote to Ping before he leaves with Diao. The dragon returns to the entrance and waits for Ping, while Diao has taken the egg home to his secret lab where he starts the ritual. He wants to use the egg to turn into an immortal god. Meanwhile, the prince tells the captain about the footprints and he reaches Wuqing. Ping tells him about Diao and they start looking for his lab. Diao has created a chamber to transform his whole body, but before getting inside it, he kills the poor Wang Chao with poisonous spiders. Luckily, he used the antidote to survive. Wang Chao tells the captain that the egg is in the chamber, but when the captain enters it, he starts getting old. The chamber sucks out the Qi, so no one must get near it. Ping is ready to sacrifice herself to save Kai, but Wang Chao reminds her that she's a dragon keeper and must stay alive to look after Kai. Saying this, Wang Chao sacrifices himself to pull the egg out of the chamber. As the experiment is disturbed, instead of a god, Diao turns into a demon. Moreover, he has awakened the necromancer's dead bodies and they attack the palace. Ping asks the captain to take care of the egg while she handles the demon. Luckily, Hua Hua reaches the Wuqing entrance and tells Long Danzi about Ping being in danger. Long Danzi runs to save her and asks Ping to go after the egg as the necromancers have attacked the captain. However, Ping refuses to leave Long Danzi alone. She has a plan to kill the demon Diao. Ping asks Long Danzi to trust her and give all of his qi to Diao. At first, Diao gets happy to receive more power, but then he fails to handle so much qi and blasts into pieces. The captain hands over the egg to Ping so she can take it where it belongs. Long Danzi flies at full speed to reach the magic cave in time because the egg is losing its power and poor Kai's life is at stake. After a while, they finally reach the dragon realm where the winds carry them to their destination. However, Long Danzi can't handle the wounds anymore and crashes on the beach. Ping gets worried for him, but he asks her to focus on the egg. It must be taken to the birth pool inside the cave before it is too late. Ping does as said and puts the dragon egg in the cave water. The outer shell starts to dissolve, and the little dragon swims out of the birth pool. Ping tightly hugs Kai and instantly feels a connection with him. Suddenly, Kai senses something wrong and runs out of the cave. It's Long Danzi who is running out of time. The sky is covered in storm clouds to carry his soul. Ping refuses to let him go, but Long Danzi knows that his wounds are too deep and nothing can cure it. It's time for him to unite with his dead wife. Ping suddenly remembers about the water of life that can cure everything. She asks Long Danzi to go there, but he's unable to move a single limb. He accepts his destiny and asks Ping to look after Kai. Ping is still in denial. She's a dragon keeper, and the time taught her that destiny can be changed if one tries his best. Saying this, Ping uses her qi to lift Long Danzi above the clouds. From there, the wind will carry him to the water of life, which will cure all the wounds. Meanwhile, Ping will look after Kai until she meets Long Danzi again. How the amazing movie wraps up, I'd love to hear what you all thought about it. Catch you in the next movie. Thank you.